Good morning, viewers out there. I'm a Trump mania. I'm coming to you from Astana, Kazakhstan. I arrived to Kazakhstan yesterday. Kazakhstan is number 72 country in the world that I visit so far. I received 2 emails yesterday from my friend and viewers. One of them is a Korean guy, the other one is a Laotian guy. They asked me, Dr. Lord, you have been to China and Taiwan, and you will know why the Chinese want to take over Taiwan and the United States want to prevent it from happening. What are the implications? In my opinion, there are very important 2 implications. One is economic implication, and the other one is military or political implication. Let me discuss the economic implication to you first. You know, Taiwan produces 90% of the computer chips in the world. I mean the advanced chip. They own 68% of the market share of the global chip. So it's very, very important. How do you know that? I know that because I'm investor with NVIDIA and TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Company. They produce the world chips, okay? So if China take over Taiwan, China will be out in front, okay? You know, most of the business in the world are changing how we run it after the discovery of artificial intelligence. The military in the world will be different. When you have all these lead in the chip industry, your weapon will be much more accurate. The war in the future will be fought with unmanned projectile, unmanned bombers, unmanned, drone, and whoever owns artificial intelligence will win, will lead the world. So America doesn't want that to happen to Taiwan. If the Chinese take over Taiwan, they will close the Taiwan Strait. And if they close the Taiwan Strait, most of the ships will have to go to the west of Taiwan to come to the United States, to come to South America, to come to Europe to sell their products. The water west of the island are very choppy, very turbulent, very storm prone. So it's going to be much harder to sail through the west water of Taiwan. It's going to cost a lot more money. It's going to be slower because the waters are very choppy, big wave, storm often happen in the areas. So United States doesn't want that to happen. Unlike in the Taiwan Strait, the waters are very calm. Most of the companies in Southeast Asia doing business has to pass through Taiwan Strait to come to the United States, come to Europe, to come to South America. It's much cheaper. It's much easier to pass through the Taiwan Strait. As you know, these big merchant ships, they run like hundreds of gallons per 10 miles. So it's quite expensive. If you had to sail the west of Taiwan, it's going to cost a lot more and much slower. So America say, we cannot have you do that. We cannot have you take over Taiwan. And if China takes over Taiwan, they will use Taiwan as a launch base, possibly attacking South Korea, Okinawa, Japan, the Philippines in the future. And these countries are allied with the United States. And the United States said, no, we cannot have you take over Taiwan. It's worth to spill American blood to defend Taiwan if you take over Taiwan. So I'm sure Trump's general political leaders, general commanders, they're discussing way to defend Taiwan. It's worth to defend Taiwan because They don't want China to lead in the world, okay? Unlike in Ukraine, because Ukraine has nothing to offer to America. Even Russia takes over Ukraine, United States doesn't have much to lose. So that's why America is not sending their soldier over there and spill blood over there, okay? Of course they're sending military aid, but it's not that important as in Taiwan, okay? Taiwan is very strategic located and has great economic implication, political implications, and America doesn't want to fall behind if China's take over Taiwan, take over the chips, the smart chips. China will accelerate. Their weapon will be much more accurate and more plentiful. So Trump doesn't want China to take over because of these implications. And I believe this is true because you probably wonder why. How do you know these? Because I'm an investor with, NVIDIA and TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor, and I know they produce most of the world smart chips in Taiwan. They have the facility, they have the know-how, and they have the experience. So Taiwan is very, very important in the world. So United States cannot let China take over Taiwan. And I'm very sure if China tries to take over Taiwan, America will defend for sure. Okay? And this is how I see it. And I think it's true. Thank you for your question. I think these are great questions, okay? Asked by very smart viewers, okay? Thanks a lot. I'm coming to Kazakhstan, and if you like Kazakhstan movie, I will add it when I come back to the United States in a couple of weeks, and you can watch them on my YouTube channel in detail, okay? Kazakhstan, what a great country. Bathroom here is world class. It's so beautiful here. That's why I'm in here, because it's kind of noisy out there. We are a big metropolitan area in Astana and a lot of noise there. That's why I'm coming to you from the bathroom of my hotel. Thanks for listening. Bye.